It's Bengals, it's Titans this Saturday in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapien with allbengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals Talk, and welcome in all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining the Cincinnati Bengals Talk team. Super excited to have you on board, and man, it's a huge matchup on Saturday, like I said, in Nashville. We're going to be there, and let's dive in. We have some good news to get to. Potential good news. It's good news so far. Plus, Joe Burrow had an interesting comment today about how he prepares. And I think you're going to want to hear it, and I want to share some thoughts on that as well. But let's first start with the good news. Why wouldn't we want to start with the good news? Trey Hendrickson, will he play? Will he not play? Suffered a concussion on Saturday, last Saturday, of course, in the win over the Raiders. Is he going to clear concussion protocol and be available for this Saturday's matchup against the Titans? Plus, with Larry Ogunjobi out for the year, is it Josh Tupou season? Here's what Zach Taylor had to say about Hendrickson and Josh Tupou.
He's progressing through the concussion protocol in a positive manner. So, again, it won't be fully clear today, but he's progressing the right way.
Zach,
what about Josh?
Josh will be limited today, so we'll get him going this week and see how he feels as we get to practice.
That's about as good of news as you could get right now. I mean, this team needs Trey Hendrickson. 14 sacks this season, clearly their best edge rusher, and there's going to be a down. Yeah, Derrick Henry, and we'll talk about Derrick Henry and this Titans team. They're physical, and they want to punish you physically and all that stuff. There's going to be key downs where you need to get pressure on Ryan Tannehill. Big third downs, maybe it's red zone. There's going to be times. And Trey Hendrickson's obviously your best chance at doing so. So hopefully, for the Bengals' sake, he can get cleared. And then Josh Tupou, look, with Larry Ogunjobi out, you need someone else alongside DJ Reader, right? Mike Daniels is not going to be that guy with his groin injury. So if it's BJ Hill and DJ Reader, and then you got Josh Tupou, you can elevate Tyler Shelvin. Cam Sample's been playing outside, inside. You can see the path where they can make up for Larry Ogunjobi being out for the season. That being said, look, it's going to be the Joe Burrow show. You know, does he play at an extremely high level like he has been? If so, I think they do have a chance, and more than a puncher's chance against the Titans. If he plays just okay or good, right? If you're like, oh yeah, Joe Burrow played well, but not like awesome, well then I think that the Bengals could be in trouble. And he's played awesome now. In the Bengals' past 3 wins, he's just been insane. But really, for the past 6 weeks or so, it's been on another level. And during his news conference, and I posted this entire news conference at allbengals.com, but one thing that he said that was interesting, he was talking about film preparation. And I forget who asked what, but I was like, man, I wonder, when he started on the Titans, started breaking down film of the Titans, how much tape he's going to watch of the Titans. So I had a few questions for Burrow, and I'll react to him on the other side. But here's my exchange during Joe Burrow's press conference, just me and Joe for a couple of questions, and what I thought was a really interesting answer by QB1 Joe Burrow. Joe, when did you start watching Titans film this week?
Monday night. Or I guess it was Monday, so it would have been Sunday night.
When you realized that it was likely that you were going to play them?
Yeah, after about halfway through that Chiefs game, kind of figured who we were going to be playing. So got a sneak peek. Whatever night that was, I don't even know. We're playing on Saturdays. Who knows these days? But whatever night that was.
And then on average, how many hours do you think you spend? And I know you probably don't have a schedule of it, but spend watching film of an upcoming opponent each week.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think, a lot of young quarterbacks, I'm a young quarterback in the NFL, but college and high school, they ask me that question. And I think that's the wrong way to look at it. If you sit down and say, I'm going to sit here and watch 3 hours of film, I don't think that does you any good. I always think about it as however long it takes for me to feel comfortable with whatever I was watching that day, whether it's red zone or third and medium, third and short, however long it takes me to feel comfortable about where I'm going to put my eyes and in my decision making. And every situation has different coverages and all that. So as long as it takes me to sit down and feel comfortable with all those different looks that I'm going to see, is how long it takes. Could take 20 minutes, could take 30 minutes, could take an hour and a half. whatever it takes is to make me feel comfortable is what I do.
I love that answer because it's not, I'm going to spend 80 hours a week doing this, or I'm going to spend 10 hours a week doing this. It's until I know it, until I'm confident in it, right? And every Sunday, or in this case, so far in the playoffs, every Saturday, Joe Burrow is tested. And so he studies until he's confident that he's going to ace the test. And so I like that approach. I liked his answer. And I also loved that he couldn't figure out what day it was because neither can I. I'm so thrown off. I wrote a story on Tuesday. It was Tuesday afternoon. I was just making sure it was afternoon or if it was Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, and I wrote Wednesday because Tuesdays feel like Wednesdays when you're playing on Saturday. Bengals are usually off on Tuesdays. Well, they weren't this week. They were off on Monday. And so it's just it's been one of those things where you just don't know exactly what day is. It's playoff season. And that's what Joe's going through. That's what we're all going through. But look, it's exciting. And I asked Zach Taylor to, if anything's unique about Burrow's preparation. And he didn't really give me anything, so there's no reason to play you that clip. But I do think it has to be unique in a sense that he mentioned he doesn't really take many notes. He just watches and watches and watches. And what I think is special about Burrow, and I know Brady has this, certainly he has the ESPN documentary out now, but if you watch his Facebook Watch documentary, Brady's like, I could just sit here and watch film all day, and just remember. I think Burrow has that where he can just watch and watch and watch and watch because he doesn't have like notebooks and notebooks full of stuff, right? It's not, he admitted, he was like, I don't take a bunch of notes. I don't have, notebook after notebook full of, all right, 93 does this when, no, it's just visual. And the other thing that I thought was unique that Joe said, and again, you can watch the entire thing at allbengals.com, is he'll envision and like close his eyes and envision different scenarios and plays while he's getting treatment on his knee. Right, just normal rehab stuff while he's getting treatment on this, while he's doing that. So that to me, quite interesting. While he's at the facility doing, the regular stuff, he's still thinking mentally to get himself ready. And that's the part of it where, look, the Titans are going to surprise him, no doubt. They're going to have some wrinkles. Mike Vrabel's going to have some wrinkles for Joe. But it seems like he's such an intelligent player that a lot of them, he's going to be ready for, and the ones that he's not ready for, he's going to be able to adjust to relatively quickly. So we'll see about this matchup. We have a ton coming for you this week, an exclusive interview with a former Bengals Pro Bowler on this Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase-led playoff run that, this guy couldn't get it done in key playoff situations, but obviously Burrow and Chase have done that. We have that and so much more coming your way this week. So hit that subscribe button. Make sure you thank Andrew Fox Miller on Twitter because he's the one editing all these. I know he's hustling and bustling, trying to keep everything straight this week. And I'm just trying to make sure I don't lose my voice. So for Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now, right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.